Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor and Spotify and Google Podcasts, Radio Public Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 30 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Ford versus Ferrari. It stars Matt Damon, Christian Bale, Josh Lucas, John Bernthal, Katarina Belfi. My bad, like I'm the king of mispronunciations if you didn't know already. Noah Jupe, Tracy Letts, and Ray McKinnon. He's in Mayans and Sons of Anarchy, and I saw him in Fear the Walking Dead a couple weeks ago. It's directed by James Mangold, and he's directed Copland, Girl Interrupted, Kate and Leopold, Identity, Walk the Line, 310 to Yuma, Night and Day, The Wolverine, and Logan. If you want to get a shout out in my review of either 21 Bridges, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, or Frozen 2, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So, let's say you got John Bernthal. He gets the wild idea that Ford needs to get into racing, and not NASCAR, not domestic racing. He suggests to Henry Ford II that they need to build a race car to win the Le Mans. It's a 24-hour race in France. And Matt Damon has a special connection to this race. And Christian Bale is the best driver that Matt Damon knows. So all of these personalities get intertwined because Ferrari did not want to team up with Ford to, combine forces. I regret to say that at the beginning of the year, this wasn't necessarily one of my most anticipated movies. Like, I knew it came out in June. I knew Christian Bale and Matt Damon were in it, directed by James Mangold, so I was excited. And then it got pushed back to November amidst all the Disney buying Fox and moving around some release dates. And here we are. And I should have been more excited for this movie because I'm pretty sure I loved it. There's not even a lot to really go into. Like, it's a story of big business, Ford, trying to be the car king, making all the cars and trying to win races. And then, two, car guys, they go to these car guys who know racing and get them to help the brand be, get a win, win one for the Gipper and all that. The story is interesting. The acting is dope. Like, Matt Damon and Christian Bale have amazing chemistry. Like, I'm kind of mad they haven't done more movies together in the past. James Mangold coming off Logan, I was down to watch whatever he did next. The racing scenes are great. This movie is funnier than I think anybody expected it to be. And it's long. It's 2.5 hours, but I didn't feel that. So I guess that's a compliment to the pacing, because it felt shorter than 2.5 hours, and because I was just so invested in the story, like the highs and lows. It just isn't, hey, Ford hires these guys to win a race, bing, bang, boom, you're done. There are setbacks. There are obstacles. There are Josh Lucases who need to be punched in the face. And cool dude, he's kind of one of them Aaron Eckhart cats who was on the rise, watch Glory Road. And then, I don't know why, but Josh Lucas just stopped getting, like, big movie roles, and I forget the commercial that I've heard his voice in, but that's what he's done. And, like, John Bernthal isn't even, like, the big focus of the movie, but he's a Ford suit, that kind of gets the ball rolling. Like Matt Damon and Christian Bale are the reason to watch this movie, and like they kill it. Like they're two of my favorite actors. They finally been in a movie together, and they were great in a movie and in a movie together. And I mean, I'm not a big racing movie guy. Like Talladega Nights, Cars, Days of Thunder, Rush are like the racing movies I've seen. Those are dope. I like Cars 1 and 3. Cars 2 is fine, but it's still the weakest Pixar movie. Um, this is one of the all time great racing movies, man. There, I said it. Um, there's nothing like I really there's nothing else to really hit. Like I've praised the acting. The racing scenes are great. It's way funnier than, like I said, anybody expected it to be. James Mangold is one of the most underappreciated directors working. And with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Ford versus Ferrari might be dope as fuck. But for now, I'm gonna say it's almost dope as fuck. I want to watch it again eventually. Have you seen Ford versus Ferrari? What do you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Um, if you want that shout out in whatever I review first next weekend, within $2 million higher or lower before noon Central Time Sunday, how much will Ford versus Ferrari make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest, get shouted. I don't really have like I usually be like, hey, like rank these. Like I don't have anything. Like, what's your favorite James Mangold movie, man? Mine's Logan. Go figure. I recently posted a review for Charlie's Angels, Last Christmas, Terminator Dark Fate, Midway. Check those out. Next weekend, like I said, 21 Bridges, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Frozen 2. The weekend after that, Knives Out, and I want to see The Irishman. So I've been watching all these Scorsese movies. Um, Rec League podcast episode 30 on the way, man. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.